Sri Lanka will call Platinum 1 a landmark. Only 70 will call it home. Because the address and where you live matters. Platinum 1, the finest address in Colombo.
Reporting in foreign media, which is based on market competition, enables people to receive the news as and when it unfolds.
Active support is given in many democratic nations in Europe and in America to protect the freedom of the media.
This is footage of a joint press briefing convened by US President Barack Obama and then Russian President Dmitry Medvedev in September 2012.
My last election, yeah. And after my election, I have more flexibility. Yeah. I understand. I transmit this information to Vladimir and Alexander.
A discreet discussion that the two heads of state had prior to the official commencement of the news conference was captured on TV cameras, and within minutes what was divulged was being reported across the world. The fact that the powerful in these countries did not interfere in this instance, which could have caused major political turbulence and diplomatic tensions, goes to show the emphasis that is placed on the freedom of the press. When looking at the freedom of the media globally, it is considered more as the right of the people to obtain information through the media and freely express their views through the media than the freedom of the actual media itself. Internationally, in every democratic society, this freedom and the freedom of the media has been protected. This means that the media is free, especially from government interference, and in a competitive environment can bring information to the people.
තරඟකාරී පසුබිමක් තුල තොරතුරු ලබා ගන්නත් තියෙන අයිතිය මේන් අදහස් කරනවා.
While the approach to the freedom of the media in Sri Lanka is completely different, journalists and media houses that have engaged in investigative reporting have more often than not been the victims of threats and acts of violence. Journalists have been murdered in the past, while disappearances and abductions are also a common occurrence.
ජනමාධ්‍ය තරගයක් තියෙනවා වගේම ජනමාධ්‍ය වේදින්ට
Just as the media is competitive, journalists have the right to obtain information directly, be they from the state or non-state media. Just because there are 100 newspapers in Sri Lanka, it does not mean that there is media freedom. When we look at the environment that the journalists of these newspapers and media institutions work in, it is evident that the level of freedom they have is at a very low level.
පසුබිම තුලින් අපිට පැහැදිලිවම කියන්න පුළුවන් ජනමාධ්‍ය නිදහස ඉතාම බැරෑරුම් ලෙස සීමා වෙලා තියෙන බව ලංකාවේ.